This is Roy Kessel, live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco, and we're very excited to be joined by Kyle Rudolph. Kyle, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Roy.
I hear you're doing some amazing work in the philanthropic sector, and obviously Sports Philanthropy Network, that's what we focus on, so we love to learn about new initiatives and new programs.
Awesome. No, for me, while I was playing, leveraging my platform to make a difference was always extremely important to me. And just because my playing days are behind me doesn't mean that I still can't leverage sports to make a difference in the world. And coming out of the pandemic, where we didn't have a lot of the traditional charity events that we were accustomed to having, I really wanted to analyze how we could approach philanthropy differently. And so I created the company called Alltroo. Basically what Alltroo does is we leverage fandom across sports, also music and entertainment as well, to allow fans the chance to donate to nonprofits, to have the chance to win once-in-a-lifetime experiences and prizes. So kind of democratizing the charitable giving space, but also we've all been to the events where it's only the high net worth individuals who have the ability to buy something in a live auction. Well, diehard sports fans might not always be able to afford that. So we try to create a market in which they can still donate to charity, they get their tax deduction, but then ultimately they're entered to win a really cool prize.
So how did you come up with that? You talked about COVID not being able to be out there, and as you said, when we go to these live auctions the winning bidders for these really amazing experiences is $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. That's not something the average person can do.
Well, I think the big thing for me was understanding while I was playing, the diehard Minnesota Vikings fans were always trying to find ways to support the work that I was doing. There really wasn't anything that met them on the monetary side. Yeah, you can always volunteer your time, you can volunteer and donate certain products, but what did we ever give them to where their $10 made a difference? So taking that combined with the pandemic and thinking, it's crazy, over $500 billion in the philanthropic market. Only 20% of that's done online. Think about that. So we're in a world where everything's online. We're always using our phone. So that's why we created this idea to bring a marketplace to our phones where fans can engage with their, idols on the field, on the stage, or on the screen.
Well, and it's impressive. You talked about the loyalty, right? Viking fans, all NFL fans, every team has that, right? I grew up in Wisconsin, so full disclosure, I'm a Packer guy, right? But a lot of friends from Minneapolis, a beautiful city, friends with the Will family. It's an amazing group. And as you said, people have that passion, right? But not everybody has that pocketbook, so they want to do something to support. So how do you find these experiences that you put into the program?
So we partner directly with either, athletes, musicians, entertainers, also teams. Perfect example, as a Packers fan, we worked with Jordan Love in Hands of Love when he launched his foundation to give Packers fans the chance to donate as little as $10 to win a trip to the game in Brazil against the Eagles 2 years ago. We source the experiences that usually involve our celebrity partners, and then the money goes to their foundations or the foundation of their choice. For instance, for me, I never created a foundation. There's so many other great organizations like Good Sports, like Gen Youth, another organization that I work with. They're doing the work. So I want to leverage my platform to raise money for them, and we do that as well. So it's really fun. It truly democratizes that winner experience as well. It's not just the $25,000 donor at the event. It could be someone who donates as little as $10 and they get a chance to, meet one of their idols and have a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, amazing work. Kyle, thank you for joining us today. I know you've got a hectic schedule on Radio Row, so we appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me, and keep up the great work.
And for all of our viewers and listeners, this is Roy Kessel signing off from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco. Please remember to live generously.